Can spider monkey up the street. Oh, we can get into bed. Okay guys, so this spot right here might look a little bit familiar to you. That's because in this area right here is where we done that winter overnighter, you know, brown tarp. We had snow, really cold, great time. And then as I was taking down my tarp shelter that night, I noticed over here that this little stand of trees would be perfect for something that I've been wanting to do. What we're going to be doing today is building a raised bed platform. We're going to be using our same canvas tarp that we used that night as our main cover element, but we're going to make some supports for it. And then over time, this shelter will evolve. But I need to go ahead and get this done because we've only got a few more hours of sunlight. And I think I've got enough to get it started, but I'm probably going to need to cut down one or two more of these poplars. And just so you know, like, this is a stand of forest that has been, you know, a mountain area that's been timbered in the past. Like, I'm selectively cutting out some of these poplar trees to help increase the grow rate of some of the larger trees, because right now it's overcrowded. And what I mean by that is, like, whenever you know, summertime, spring gets here, a lot of these trees are way too close together and they start competing for sunlight, which, you know, it's a natural selection process, but you can really speed up the growth of the larger trees by thinning out some of the smaller ones. That is the plan for now. So let's take and get started on lashing some of these pieces together and getting the main platform done. All right, so the longest span between our end support pieces, because I'm going to do a long bed instead of like cutting it up and doing the sideways slats like I've done in the past. That just takes a lot of time sawing, and you know, I'm 5'10", weigh 145 to 150 pounds. So, you know, doing it long ways, we ain't got to really worry about sagging or nothing. If we do, I can always make a simple support that'll still be less sawing, less trees we have to get down, all that good old stuff. Plus, like, a lot of these, I'll be able to get 2 to 3 poles to go across. So, like, I'm not going to make a full platform at the whole length of it, even though I got to have the supports to be that long. I'm going to make it long enough that I can lay on it comfortably, so at least plenty wide enough. And then we will have this extra additional space to where I could add a platform, you know, have a fire close far away. And tonight I definitely want it far away, because right now the high for today is 64, and it's got to be about 64 right now. and then the low for tonight is only 42 degrees. So, you know, I just got a wool blanket, you know, or insulate layer, and I did bring an extra hoodie just in case. But little tree right here is kind of in the way. I might have to cut it down, but I'm hoping that I can just get it to get earth support to run through here. I can press this back, it'll lean against. That'll add a little bit additional tension to it. Thick stick to do this with. That way we have somewhat of a measurement. So we take and run this through here, give myself a little bit of extra wiggle room. Come over here, it's almost about where I want it to be. Mark it off there. So for this piece, we need it to be that long. A bow in it, so it looks like we're going to be going with So for me to be able to get to the desired height that I want, I'm probably going to put this honestly about upper chest level. Okay guys, there we go. So that is our platform, and I've got it at this downward slope, and what I'm going to do is take and use these scrap pieces between these two trees right here and make like a, instead of a headboard, I'm going to make a footboard. seem pretty sturdy. Let me get my mat out. I'm 5'10", this is at my shoulders, so, I mean, we're about 5.5 foot. Oh yeah, that'll be nice. I don't know if I want to make a little ladder or just step on the ridge poles itself. Hey, you know what'll be perfect is this tree over here. I can take and spider monkey up this tree. Oh, and then get into bed. Okay, all the poles seem sturdy. Put her feet against her footboard. I would like to it's probably a good idea to figure out how to make some type of safety rail. Make sure the side pieces don't come loose. But all in all, that's actually going to work pretty good. Okay, good old dummy me forgot to hit the record button, but I took and lashed this to our footboard and then come up here and lash this to this. So this right here is our guardrail. On the other side, I'm going to take and lay on it and roll around for a bit. I don't think I'm going to have issue with that side because that end log right there on that side comes up a little bit, so it kind of should keep me in place, I think. Because like I don't have any trouble climbing up that tree even if I do have a rail there. So we'll take and figure. We'll decide that after we get our tarp up. Okay, so those two poles is going to work perfectly. I just got to angle them that way a little bit so that we have enough coverage on that far side, and that'll pitch it that direction a little bit more, and then it'll hold the poles in place. Awesome. We got that beautiful tarp situated. If it wasn't for those trees right there, those two little ones, I would take and run that side out. Like I said, we ain't gonna get no rain, so that's more than enough. It's nice and open. I'll take and crawl in there in a little bit. Okay, but yeah, boys, there we go. So we got a full walk around now. Let's get up here to where we're at. So there's our bed. We got the backpack up at the head. Here's like a little view kind of underneath. Going around to this side. That's the angle that we're working with here. And all in all, this just turned out beautifully. I think it's going to be a really nice night's sleep. Okay, guys, so we're going to be taking and getting the fire going. We're just going to use the same spot from that last, well, not the last outing we had, but the outing when we had the snow. There's our shelter looking nice and pretty, but the sun do be setting. We got that golden sky coming in. So let's take and get a fire going and get some food cooking. Okay, so we're going to take and have a classic. We're going to go with the ramen bomb. So we got ramen noodles, chicken flavored, and instant potatoes. So just like I got a small fire going because it is, like I said, it's still pretty warm. Like it's getting cooler, but it's probably only like 55 degrees. We're going to add a little bit more water since we're adding the instant potatoes. So yeah, the good thing is about having that elevated platform set up is, you know, it gets you off the ground so you don't have to deal with as many of the creepy crawlies. Ow, that one did not feel good. And for whatever reason, this section of the mountain tends to have a lot more spiders and stuff whenever it's, you know, whenever it starts to warm up. I guess they're hatching out or doing whatever spiders do. So we're going to take and let that get cooking. Should be about done. Get us a sterile working environment so we can handle our food. You not have to worry about contaminating it. Oh, actually, that might be. Come on, then stick. I needed a little thicker stick. I got those a little bit too squishy, but the potatoes should help with that. If I can do it without kicking dirt into it. Well, nah, they weren't perfect. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm even going to build the fire back up because, like I said, it's not going to get hot at all. The sun is just halfway peeking over that mountain. I don't know how the exposure is with that, but I feel like when I was looking through the viewfinder screen that it looks a lot lighter than it. Well, not a lot lighter, but a bit lighter than it actually is, which is a good thing as far as filming goes. But I think what I'm gonna do is extend my tripod and show you guys once again how I climb up into the thing with the tarp on there, and then I'll show you guys kind of a view from up in it, and then I'll probably chill out. And once again, I took and downloaded 2 movies on Netflix, and I got up really early this morning. I got up at about 5:30 just because I had like stayed up like almost 24 hours the day before that, and then fell asleep early yesterday, and then just ended up waking up early today. But then after building this contraption and doing everything else, last time I found out that it takes more than you think it would, so I'm going to be pretty hefty with it. Oh yeah, and I did bring some Old Bay. I've not tried like the ramen bomb with a little bit of Old Bay in it, but since it's got potatoes, I think it'll be pretty good. Okay. Just wish it's got that big opening on it. I don't want to dump a load in there. But chicken flavor, because I love Old Bay on chicken. I like it on potatoes, so this is chicken flavored noodles. That's hot. Yes, sir. I do believe we found us a worthy combination. Well, guys, I'm going to take and eat this, and once again, I'll bring y'all back whenever I take and climb up into the old do-jig over there. Okay, so I'm not sure if you're able to see it before, but this is, this is our ladder right here, this tree. And our tarp does rest against it. Whenever we climb it, it just kind of shakes these other trees, but it doesn't disrupt our bed platform at all. So, just really one good hop up like that right there. And we're up in the castle. The lashings that I run for my logs, everything's even. I checked the backside. Everything is as solid as a rock. I mean, like, the whole thing does shift just because of the size of these poplars that are the main post, but they're not going anywhere. I checked, like, it's got good root system. We don't have any, like a erosion or anything like that in this area. So, this section. But yeah, just, it's going to be cozy. So now I'm going to take and bring y'all up here, and you kind of get an idea what we're working with. Okay, here we go. This is a nice little view from up in the platform shelter. Right there's our cook area where our last camp was. And just looking down, we're good to go. So yeah, I got my backpack up there. I'm going to bring it down. I just dropped something in my eye. Got the backpack right there. That way if I need to get to anything, right there is my one of my portable battery packs. Jesus Christ, what did I get in my face? But yeah, this thing is really, really comfortable so far. And yeah, really happy with it. So anyways, guys, I'm going to take and chill out, watch some movies. If anything occurs in the next few darkening hours, I'll get where you need to put these away before I drop them and break them. But yeah, so far, appreciate having you guys along. If I end up falling asleep, I'll talk to y'all in the morning. Or if I end up waking up in the middle of the night, which is very, very possible. So. Well, good morning, guys. It was a very comfortable night's sleep. There's like a very secure feeling about like being this high off the ground. It's like you get really used to, you're used to sleeping in a bed that's probably, sometimes about waist height. So a good 2, 3, 4 foot off the ground, depending on, how high your bed platform mattress is. So it's very enjoyable, very comfortable, just this yoga mat. Luckily, I didn't, roll off the mat. Based on the weather, it got down to 44 degrees. I just got on this flannel shirt and this thick wool blanket, and that was plenty good enough. I, have it put over my head during the night, and right now it's about 6:20, and I double checked using the Snapchat. Temperature rating gauge, however that works. It's probably based off the same thing, like the same weather app that I use. But as of right now, it says it's 45, 46. So, 45, 46. So, I think I'm just going to chill here a little bit longer. The sun is supposed to be up in about 15 minutes. Right now, it's just, just dawnish. So, that's going to be it for this little trip out. And I definitely want to, I'm going to try to do another outing with this platform shelter and modify it some more. Like I'll take my tarp, my canvas tarp down and get everything together. One interesting thing that happened last night, I wasn't able to I'm somebody that once I fall asleep, like whenever if anything kind of wakes me up, like my brain's half dead. Like I woke up about 30 minutes ago, but I had my, like when we was cooking yesterday, I had my pot. You probably can't. Yeah, you can actually pretty good over there where we had our fire. I had my pot sitting on that log after we got done using it, and in the middle of the night, some creature, either a possum or a raccoon, took and started trying to get into it, and it ended up right over there. So luckily they didn't steal it and run away with it, but that was an interesting occurrence during the night. But you know, that's part of the fun, is just seeing what's going to happen. So I'm gonna stay under here for a little bit, and then I'll get my lazy hind end out of bed and you know, get everything packed up. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. I'm glad to have you around the channel. Hello to all the new peoples. You know, as always, make sure you hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, share your friends, hit me up in the comments section. And until the next one, adios.